Hello and welcome to our Legal Shield presentation. Thank you for taking a moment of your time to hear about our unique service and incredible business opportunity. You may be in a living room or a coffee shop somewhere here in North America, likely sitting next to one of our Legal Shield associates. If so, give them a thumbs up or a pat on the back and let's get started. Go ahead and turn the cover page here. Legal Shield, a unique service, a priceless benefit. So what is Legal Shield exactly? Well, Legal Shield gives you the ability to talk to an attorney on any matter without worrying about high hourly costs. Imagine how it would feel to never guess where you stood in any given situation ever again in your entire life. Feel pretty good, right? See, for one flat monthly fee, you can access legal advice no matter how traumatic or trivial the issue. That's why, under the protection of Legal Shield, you and your family can live your life worry-free every day, every night, now and forever. Now at this point, if you're like most, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I've never used an attorney. In fact, I've never even needed to use an attorney. But here's what I found out. There are everyday situations that access to our service could benefit you that you may never even thought of before. Go ahead and turn the page and let me tell you what I mean. Have you ever signed a contract or document? Of course. The question is, have you signed a document or contract that you didn't have an attorney review? Or even worse, have you signed a contract or document that you didn't even review? I've been guilty of that prior to this service myself. Have you ever been overcharged or treated unfairly? Maybe you were and didn't even know about it. You ever called customer care, found out they just don't seem to care? Have you ever received a traffic ticket? I bet you have. If you haven't, it's probably coming soon. But known a victim of identity theft? Or even just been in a situation where you thought the advice of an attorney might be useful? Now let me show you how our million-plus members are utilizing their Legal Shield membership. Go ahead and turn the page. Over 2 million requests annually, and these are our top 5 reasons our members are calling our law firms. Number 1, real estate for purchases, refinance, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues. Number 2, consumer finance for collections, warranties, guarantees, and other contracts. Number 3, family law for divorce, child support, and child custody. Number 4, estate planning for will, living will, and power of attorneys. And number 5, traffic issues, of course, for moving violations and accidents. Notice there's no example up here like espionage or grand theft auto. Everyday situations that access to your Legal Shield membership would benefit you. And as you can see on the bottom, we give professional advice on all matters from the trivial to the traumatic, even including pre-existing conditions. Go ahead and turn the page and let's talk about the benefits of your Legal Shield membership and how we help when you call. See, as you can see on the top left, you get legal advice on an unlimited number of issues. What that means is you can pick up the phone and call our law firms and consult with them about anything under the sun without having to worry about the high hourly costs. Our attorneys will be saying, how may I help you, instead of how may I bill you. Now, if it's a tax issue, tax attorney. Real estate issue, real estate attorney. Immigration, entertainment, foreclosures, loan modifications, divorce, child custody, whatever it is, an attorney that specializes in that area of law. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to law school. But I also know knowledge is power. And I love calling people that have spent years of their life studying the knowledge so we were empowered. Our next benefit, and one of my favorites, is our law firms will write letters and make phone calls on your behalf. See, I found out when a company gets a letter in the mail where the top half of the letter is all attorneys' names, it changes the dynamics of things. I had a $1,000 security deposit I couldn't get back from my landlord. One letter from our law firm, a couple days later, $1,000 back. I had a construction company scratch the side of my car, $800 in damages. They were dragging their feet for 6 months not wanting to pay the claim. One phone call from our law firm, 3 days later, bam, check in the mail. How about this? 28 hours to get home on a flight and then left at a nearby airport an hour away from my original destination. Now that's not right. Now I called customer care and found out once again what? Yep, that's right. Don't seem to care. But the question is, who's going to pick up the phone and call a law firm to write a $300 letter over a $300 issue? But how many of those issues do people sweep under the rug every day? How many issues like that have you swept under the rug under the last year, 2 years, 5 years? How many more will you sweep under the rug under the years to come without our membership? Now, right underneath that, as you can see, our law firms will review an unlimited number of documents or contracts up to 10 pages. So don't press hard and hope for the best ever again. Let's be like the wealthy and be sure we have our contracts and documents reviewed so we know exactly what we're putting pen to paper. We have members that have saved as little as hundreds to thousands of dollars on reviewing simple leases like cars and apartments. And if you're purchasing a home, be sure to have those documents looked at. And in the bottom left, as you can see, at no additional cost, our lawyers will prepare your last will, your living will, and your healthcare power of attorney. It's unfortunate, but the fact is 7 out of 10 Americans don't have a will. And if you don't have one, the state that you reside in will prepare one for you, and I promise you, you will not like it. An incredible upfront value for enrolling for our membership today. Now let's move to the top right, traffic-related issues, and one of my favorites. So the next time you get a defensible traffic ticket, fax it into our law firms, have them review it and give you advice and even representation included in your membership. and God forbid the tragedy happens where someone passes away as a result of an accident, your auto insurance doesn't cover criminal charges, but your Legal Shield membership will be there to protect you. So if you have teenage drivers or drive like one, buy this right now. And as you continue down, trial defense. See, it's not the USA, it's the SUSA. And now with your membership, you'll have 75 hours of trial time, including pre-trial, that's included in your Legal Shield membership. Did you know that you are more than twice as likely to be in a court filing than to be hospitalized? Shocked me too, but then when you think about it, we do live in the most litigious society in the history of the world. Let me ask you, if you were named in an audit, would you rather go by yourself or with an attorney? Yeah, of course. And now with your